Today's one, it's a bit weird. It's going to have some head turners. So today, I've got for you the Go Label Batman, designed by Todd Mcfarlane, the Todd father himself. Hey everyone, what's happening? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is DJ, better known as ToySnap.inc on Instagram. I graciously welcome you back to my YouTube channel today for yet another plastic crack action figure review. Today's one, it's a bit weird. It's going to have some head turners. So today, I've got for you the Go Label Batman, designed by Todd Mcfarlane, the Todd father himself. So this figure caused a bit of a stir back in the dizzle when it was announced, because Todd designed it himself in his own image of Batman on how he would draw Batman, and it definitely got some people's attention. His design it's certainly unique, to say the least. Them goggles though. Todd designed this figure himself. The box, apart from having this little fancy Go Label stamp you see right here, it has Todd's signature there, and it says designed, so you know the Todd father done this himself. The packaging really isn't much difference. No, I can't see anything else. Obviously you've got the box art as usual. Considering there's no actual source material to come from this, I don't know where this has actually come from. Ah, there's a source. It's a source. Art created for Todd Mcfarlane, designed Batman. So I wonder who actually drew this Batman on the box art. So you can see there, it's a different design obviously than the usual drawings you see, because it's not from a comic and it's obviously a commissioned art piece. So, without further ado, let's open this bad boy up. Okay, so he's out of the box. I've gotten rid of all the packaging. Before we get him on the review bench, I'm just going to give him a quick once over with myself and give you my thoughts. So Todd's definitely gone all out with like throwing his little spin on this figure. There's just so many bits and stuff hanging off him. One big gripe that I have: these goggles. They're so funny looking. What, like, they don't suit him. They don't. Look at that. Are the goggles weird? Are the goggles weird? Is it weird to wear goggles? I think the goggles look fine. No, that's a joke obviously. These goggles look fucking ridiculous. What was he thinking? Anyway, apart from the goggles, he looks pretty good. So let's go on the review bench and see what the articulation and the design is like up close. Okay, so here he is up close. You can get a proper look at him here now, as always. That is the art on the back of the box. As you can see, designed by Todd Mcfarlane. It doesn't say drawn by Todd. I wonder, did Todd actually draw this picture? Anyway, let's have a look at the back. In the 1980s, Todd Mcfarlane began drawing Batman professionally, working on the Look, pause that there if you want, read it, and then, yeah, we'll go. So, let's have a look at these ridiculous looking goggles before I throw them away. I don't even know how they would function as goggles. They look real steampunky style. I guess that's what Todd was going for. And I can get down with that, but it's just, they don't fit the aesthetic of the character at all, in my own opinion. Like, they're nice, they're cool, they're designed, they might work well on another figure. Batman, they do not. So, I'm just going to demonstrate it for you, because I think it's a mortal sin that he wears these goggles. What the foobar. So there you go, they're the goggles. Enough of that now, let's move on past it, that's it, right, I'll see you later. Okay, so he also does come with two little soft rubber knives. These are cool, they're kind of copper style, again going for the steampunky look. They actually fit into two little sheets that you can see on his back here, and they fit like so. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. Then you can see he's obviously got another little knife. So, where was Todd going with the design? I'm not too sure. He took, from just my point of view, he took a few elements from different Batman over the years, lumped them into one big ball, mashed it together, threw it at a wall, and was like, cool, that'll work. So, like, I'm getting Alex Ross vibes 100% off this head sculpt. The head sculpt is probably the most redeeming thing about this figure. Now, it's not a bad figure, but it's just a few things, a few elements just don't work in my own opinion. The shoulders, I think maybe did he get them off Flashpoint Batman? A bit of inspiration for that there. The big black is kind of reminiscent of Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo's symbol, just sized up a small bit. The body itself, you can see it's kind of a soft fabric because it's got little ripples down here. I'm not sure where he was going with the little spiky gloves and the spiky knuckles, although it's quite fitting. It looks cool. Then this is where I get a bit weirded out. So he went to keep the oval design Batman symbol because, I mean, it is an iconic symbol. Everyone knows that Batman symbol. But he chose to keep it on the belt. And not just on the one belt, but Batman seems to be wearing, it's like two belts or one belt really long wrapped around. So, like, there's just bits hanging out everywhere. And I know Batman is known for his utility belt, but I think Todd's just like belts, pouches, pouches. Ugh! Then moving down, you can see he's got more pouches yet again. Did I mention he has pouches up here? Pouches are in these days. The boots themselves on the Batman are pretty cool. They're real armoured up and stuff like this. So you can see where he's pulled lots of different aspects from different Batmans over the years and lumped them into one. It works, but it doesn't, if you know what I mean. There's a lot of things I like about this figure. I love the grey tone of the suit. I like the fabric. I'm not too mad about the chest piece and cowl coming down on top of the symbol, and that looks like that is the adjoining piece. Like, is this part of the cowl or is this part of the suit? Who knows? And the cape then as well is, it's a soft enough leather. For whatever reason, it seems like it's folded over this way, so it's meant to be out like that. Then he turns into like a little jet. But the cape otherwise just kind of sits behind him. It doesn't get in the way. It's not too in your face with other capes. It's pre-posed down. It's nice and neutral. I like that about capes. So that's pretty much the design of this figure. Just a little up close look on the details, because details go on a figure. They're really good. You can see the crease marks on this obviously fabric suit and the bits of armor on his legs. Again, he's gone with the little steampunk knives and pouch. There's no pouches on the back. Look at that. Whoa, absolute peach. Batman has grenades apparently. Who knew Batman needed grenades? So that's as far as the design of the figure go. My own opinion is I absolutely love the head sculpt. I would maybe like to see the oval swapped out with this here and have a big oval, but then that might be maybe too reminiscent of other people's Batmans, and I can understand where Todd wanted to go and make his own spin on the Batman, which is completely understandable. It's his toy line. We can't give out to him for it. Well, we can, but he's not going to listen. Let's get into the articulation of this figure, the gold label Batman. So the head sculpt is on, seems like a double. Yeah, so it's on a dumbbell joint. And you've good rotation, really good rotation around. He can look up to a degree, and then he can look down quite well. He can look at his toes. Then as you go into the shoulders, they is tight. Ooh, they're very tight. Oh no, oh dear. So I fear this might be a bit stuck. I don't want to force it because you can hear that. Okay, so that's just really tight. I don't know if it's just my figure or if it's, that doesn't sound good. But again, it has those little butterfly joint thingy-majiggy inside. It's really just an extra circle of plastic. It could be debatable if it gives you that extra bit of movement. That's slightly loose. Anyway, he's got biceps swivel as well as the ball shoulder joint swiveling as well. He's got double jointed elbows. They crunch up quite nicely. His hand is on the patented Mcfarlane big ball. Oh, behave. And it has full rotation, which you can't complain about there. It's just a bit ugly and unsightly. Midsection, he has articulation around town here, and then again he's articulation, rotation like that, so you can stretch him back like this and you can stretch him forward like so. Going into, does he, oof, okay, so the waist rotation is there. It's just very tight, as the same with the Flashpoint Batman. Put your hand down, man, you look stupid. So his legs come out. Ooh, that's so tight. His legs come out like so, with those crazy looking hip joints. I've seen people actually manage to stand him like this No, it was all lies. So that comes out pretty far. The belt does stop it, and these really soft knives, God, if he throws them at you, they just bounce off. Then again, the absolute minimal tie cut rotation, and oh yeah, oh, I heard a crack. I'm not going to force that anymore because I heard a crack. That's about all you can get with him kicking. Backwards then, can go a lot more backwards than he can forwards, as you can see. I'm putting that back in, and then he's got double jointed knees. That is quite good. He can hopscotch around. And then never puts any rotation, just here above the shins, and then again just that circle ball joint with impeded movement, because as always Todd puts like shin guards on all his Batman figures, and you end up having to shave just a smidge off to improve the rotation. And it would not be a Mcfarlane figure without toe tick-ulation. So at this stage, everyone knows the articulation of Mcfarlane figures. They're not pulling that new out of the bag anytime soon. It's just double elbows, double knees now. We're getting to a standard, which is good. Stay. And he stands. That's also a thing I always look for in a figure. They should be able to just stand without much tinkering. Mixed reviews, but overall I actually do quite enjoy the figure, and I can understand where Todd is going. He really wants to make a Batman that's going to stand out amongst all the other Batmen. He's definitely achieved that. We'll forget about the goggles. I'll forgive him. Maybe. There you go, everyone. That is my review on the gold label Todd McFarlane designed Batman. Let me know what you guys thought of it down in the comments. Did you pick him up? Are you going to be passing him by? Let me know what you think. Share your thoughts. And as always, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you on the next review, guys.